How would you describe the level of desperation, if that's even the right word, on the part of the Browns to get Baker back on the field?
I think most of us would look at it as desperation. I don't think internally, I don't think they look at it as desperation. You know, this is why you pay a Case Keenum $10 million for these moments, because he's a competent veteran who has experience with Stefanski. But here's the deal. Baker is supposed to practice today, at least try to practice split reps with Keenum. It's to be determined whether he's going to play. A lot of people would say, you know what, here's a situation where you sit him this week because we saw Case Keenum win with their injured cast of characters. But there's no desperation in Cleveland. They feel really confident in whatever they have.
So this is why I like this topic, because we can juxtapose it to the conversation we just had about Dak. No one was sitting here going, rest Dak, because you're basically not losing anything by going to Cooper Rush. Even David Pollack and I, who were advocating resting Dak, weren't saying that. In this case, are we kind of saying, and is Tomlin kind of saying, you know, with Case Keenum, they don't really lose that much?
Yeah, I mean, the game plan doesn't change. So, like, when you go to a backup quarterback as a defensive player or defensive coordinator, you're thinking, all right, load the box, take away the run, make this quarterback beat us. If Baker Mayfield's in there, how's the game plan any different?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. I guess you think Baker might be a little bit more athletic than Case Keenum, but other than that, the game plan, their offense is built around running the ball and play action.
Is this
you want to stop the run.
You're sighing. Is this not fair to Baker?
This whole topic absolutely infuriates me, because the idea that we are talking about we're debating Case Keenum versus Baker. Like, what are we doing?
I mean, we're not saying a healthy Baker Mayfield. He's injured, and the point is nothing changes. This is a run-based offense, and you want to stop the run, whether it's Case, whether it's Baker, whether it's anybody playing quarterback.
Let me get Pollack in here. What do you think, David?
Well, it's a run-based offense without their best two runners, though, too. I mean, Nick Chubb didn't play. Obviously, Kareem Hunt didn't play. So it puts even more emphasis on Case Keenum, and the offensive line's been banged up. But here's the thing. Can Baker Mayfield right now, with how healthy he is, make a fourth down run like Case Keenum did in the Reds area last week? Like, it was a great scramble, broke a tackle, made a play. Can he do that? The answer is probably not with his shoulder. I mean, he's not going to take hits. He hit the ground last week or a couple weeks ago, and you could tell it knocked him out for the rest of the game. So if he's not healthy and it's a labrum, it's every time you get hit. Neek knows this too. Every time you get hit, you're going to feel it, and it's going to jack you up. So you might have to go with Keenum because of that.
Does it make any difference that Case Keenum once led Minnesota to the NFC Championship game as their starting quarterback with Kevin Stefanski as their offensive coordinator? Does that enter this conversation
It
anywhere?
absolutely does. Like, I think it lends itself to the confidence level, and that's why you mentioned earlier he had $10 million contract. It's not something you normally pay a backup quarterback. You do if you trust him, and you do if you anticipate that you're going to need him in moments like this. So you pay him like that so that you can have a couple weeks to give your starter some time to get healthy.
Final word, Kmart. It's your game.
Yeah, no. For this week, play Case Keenum. But going forward, the question of whether the Browns are in a better position long-term the rest of the season without a Baker versus a
Play Cooper Rush.
I think that's fair. I think everyone sees that.
Cooper.
Okay, let me leave that there. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.